What's up, Fire fans? Our series continues, Chicago Fire Poster Series, where we bring together some of the dopest artists from the city of Chicago in and around to help us out, man, through the season. And up next, we got Katie Lukes, who has designed our June 28th poster against Charlotte FC. Katie, how's it going? Glad to have you here.
Going great.
So first and foremost, before we get into the poster, tell the people just about, your style, right? Like what does it mean to be a Katie Lukes designer and the art that you create?
It means just like really bold, simple designs, honestly, which is like the easiest way I can explain it, but just keeping it really clean, keeping it like humanistic line work. Like I want to see imperfections, not many details. Like I want to be able to solidify a design into like a very simple form. It's kind of like the challenge I give myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about that.
And it seems like in this poster, you see that contrast where there are some straight lines, but then you have the imperfections in there, and we'll get into that in a second. But first, talk to me about, obviously this is where you're at in the present, right? But this isn't where you started, right? You were a graphic designer at one point. Talk to me about that bridge that took you from graphic design to where you're at in the present.
I mean, I was a designer for 5 years after college. Like I thought that's what I wanted to do. So it was kind of like I learned the rules in order to break them, sort of thing. You kind of learn like design rules and stuff and how to problem solve visually. And I think that kind of informs my work now a little bit. Like I'm trying to solve a problem at the end of the day still, but like in my own way.
Well, I think you did a phenomenal job with this poster that you've created because, first, before we even get into the colors, to me, it screams a summer Chicago day.
Yeah.
Like you got the lime green, you got your iconic and recognizable colors in the blue and red in there for you. Talk to me about, putting the colors together first for this one. Not just, it being the color of the pitch and resembling that, but what else does it mean to you?
I mean, it's a signature color palette for me, just like these bright colors, like I said. That feeling of the warm green, like being on the field, like I want it to be recognizable, but like simple too. So really using those colors to inform.
But let's get into the lines.
Yeah.
And the one that stands out to me the most is the glove. From the goalie in the background. Was that a focal piece for you with this illustration, or what is it for you when you look at it?
I think just like a snapshot in time, really quickly assembled, like this is a shot on goal, and like there's energy and just a lot going on, and like it's subtle though. Like I realize in my work there's a lot of subtlety. Like you see like arms coming in and legs coming in, like oh, people are coming, players are around, but they're like out of the shot, but they're there. And it's just kind of like a subtle nod
a heightened moment, which I think, a lot of people underestimate in soccer. Can you tell us the end result of this moment right here?
No, it's whatever you want, I like to keep it open.
Up for interpretation. You also see some red in the boot right there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the intention, behind that.
Yeah, I think that to me is just like showing energy, right? Like you see the red in the crowd as well, and then that's the only other place. So it's just like that red, symbolizes energy, kind of like that. So I used it that way.
Talk to me about, Chicago. Obviously, you've made this place your home. Talk about not just about the project, but the importance of the city on your life.
Yeah, it's informed me as an artist. I mean, I've been here for 12 years, so it's just like I've grown up here post-college, and the people, the places, it's all like you live in different neighborhoods throughout your time here. It informs you and you notice things as an artist. Like I'm very much observant, so I'm just like taking in all these little moments and aspects of the city all the time, and it definitely comes out in my work.
When the Chicago Fire approach you to do something like this, what's the excitement level like, and how do you begin a project like that?
Well, the excitement is high. Like I grew up playing soccer my whole life. Not every artist does, obviously, but yeah, it was a big part of growing up for me. So it's just like the world's coming together, and I think of like my younger self, and like if she saw me doing this now, she'd be like, whoa, this is really cool. But in terms of like getting started on the design, I usually start with maybe like 2 or 3 ideas that I have in my head, and I just sketch them out and see how they're looking. I mean, it's still pretty intuitive though. Like it's just like whatever kind of comes out, because like usually I think about it for a bit before I start sketching, like at least a couple days. You get the project, you're thinking about it, and then then it just like comes out. So it's like you're percolating for a bit, and then that's when it comes out.
Give me your thoughts on the final project.
I think about a poster, I'm like, oh, it has to be this like grand, like super detailed thing, but like I push back on that on purpose. Like I want it to be really simple and digestible. Say like you're in a room and you're just like seeing it really quickly go by. It's like you got it already. You didn't have to study the details. Like, you know what's happening. It's bold, it's punchy.
Soccer match, Chicago Fire, win, exciting. Yes. These are all things that it captures. And I think, like your younger self, I would have told you great job on this thing too. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Katie, appreciate you. And guys, don't forget, you could pick this up June 28th, Chicago Fire versus Charlotte FC. The Fire trying to get that second victory against the Queen City foe. So make sure you guys check them out. She's going to sign them, right?
Yes.
And number them. So make sure you pick them up around the stadium.